Hi friends, in this section we are going to discuss about partial fractions by Heaviside cover-up method. So earlier we are using clearing fraction method for finding out the partial fraction. In this method we are equating the coefficient of similar powers of s on both sides. Rather than going with this method, I will suggest you to use Heaviside cover-up method. Why? Because this method is very easy and whenever you are preparing for some examination, you can save some time also by using this method. We are extending our study to these four different cases. So I'm going with the first case when our denominator is having distinct factors. Here I am considering two distinct factors. You can consider 3 or 4, any number. Whatever be it, the procedure will be same for the Heaviside cover-up method. So we already know that if a function is like this, how we will do the partial fraction expansion? We can do it like a by s plus 1 plus b by s plus 2. Assume if you are using clearing fraction method, what we are going to do, we are cross multiplying it and we are equating it with the left hand side. So what you will get, a into s plus 2 plus b into s plus 1, which is equal to s plus 3. Then you want to equate the coefficient of s square, s power 1 and s power 0. Then you want to find out a and b. So some more calculations are coming here. So I will suggest you to go with the Heaviside cover-up method. So in Heaviside cover-up method, what we are doing is, we already mentioned that it is a cover-up method. So you are covering this term, like you are covering this term with your finger, or you are erasing this term and you are substituting s is equal to minus 1. So what you will get? You will get it as minus 1 plus 3 divided by minus 1 plus 2, and you will get it as 2. So this is very easy only. Now we want to find out b. How we will find out b? We will cover this s plus 2 term, or we will erase this s plus 2 term and we will substitute s is equal to minus 2. So what we will get? We will get it as minus 2 plus 3 divided by minus 2 plus 1. Remember, this s plus 2 term is not there. We have already deleted, or we are covered it with our finger. So what you will get? We will get b equal to minus 1, and so therefore we will get the partial fraction expansion as like this. So if three denominator are there, we will get one more factor here. Now I am going to the second case as when our denominator is having repeated poles. So I am considering first two poles are repeated. So this is an example given, and remember this term we can again make it into simplify. What it is? It is s plus 1 the whole square. So we can rewrite it as s plus 3 divided by s into s plus 1 the whole square. Now we know how we will do the partial fraction of it. How we will do the partial fraction of it? It is a by s plus 1 the whole square plus a1 by s plus 1 plus b by s. Here finding b and a is similar method whatever we discussed previously, and finding a1 is only different thing here. So how we will find b from here? We will cover this s term and we will put s is equal to 0. What you will get? So b simply we will get it as b equal to 3 by 1. So which is equal to 3. Now I want to find out a. So what I will do for a? A also we know that we want to cover this s plus 1 whole square term and we want to put s is equal to minus 1. So whenever I am putting s is equal to minus 1, what I will get? I will get a equal to minus 2. Now I want to find out what is a1. Anyway we want to cover the s plus 1 factor term from there, and we want to differentiate the remaining term. So what is the remaining term there? If we are covering this s plus 1 whole square, the remaining term is s plus 3 divided by s. So we want to differentiate this one. So it is coming as a u by v form. So we already know that how we can differentiate it. Denominator square upon denominator into derivative of s plus 3, which is equal to 1, minus numerator s plus 3 into derivative of denominator, that is equal to 1, and we want to put s is equal to minus 1. So simply we will get a1 equal to minus 3. So the partial fraction expansion is this one. Now, when 3 poles repeated, what will be the partial fraction expansion? So we know that how we will do the partial fraction of this one. This will be a by s plus 1 the whole cube plus a1 by s plus 1 the whole square plus a2 divided by s plus 1. So finding out this a1 we already explained last. A2 is different here. So how we will find out this a? A is very simple. We want to cover this term and we want to put s is equal to minus 1. So what you will get? We are covering this term or we are erasing this term and we are putting s is equal to minus 1. So a you will get it as simply as 4. Now we want to find out a1. For a1 we already know that we have to cover this term and we have to do the differentiation of this one. So if we are differentiating s square plus 2s plus 5, what you will get? You will get it is 2s plus 2. 2s plus 2, and we want to put s is equal to minus 1, so you will get it as minus 2 plus 2, which is equal to 0. So now we want to find out a2. So to find out a2, what you want to do is you can again once again differentiate this term. So what is again differentiating that term? You will get it as 2. 2s plus 2, again differentiating, you will get it as 2. That is divided by 2 factorial, you will get it as 1. So 1 is the a2. Actual formula is 1 by 2 factorial into d square by ds square of s square plus 2s plus 5. What is the remaining term? And you want to put s is equal to minus 1. So I already told how you can find out this. So assume that your denominator is having 4 poles. Then that case you want to find out another a3. That a3 equal to 1 by 3 factorial into d cube by ds cube of that one. And it will continue like that. And remember from here, if you are appearing for any competitive examinations, that time they will never ask that much complicated questions. Okay, so whatever be the question asked, we can answer it like in a simple manner. Or if it is coming with more denominator, doing the differentiation will be a complex task there. So in that cases, I will suggest you to go with a combination of Heaviside cover-up method and a clearing fraction method that I will explain in the last. So we are going to our next case, that is when complex factors are there in the denominator. Actually this method is exactly similar to the first case only. Okay, this is an f of s given. Now we want to find out the roots of this one. How we will find out the roots of this one? The roots we know that it is minus b, which is equal to minus 4, plus or minus square root of b square, which is equal to 16, minus 4a into c, which is equal to 52 divided by 2a, which is equal to 2. So you will get minus 2 plus or minus j 3, you will get as the roots. So what you will do? You can simply do the partial fraction of this one. We find out the roots are minus 2 plus or minus 3i. So we can write down the whole expression like this, and now we can do the partial fraction as a by s plus b by s plus 2 minus 3i plus c by s plus 2 plus 3. Now we want to find out this a, b and c. A we know already know, b also already we know, c also already we know. So a, how we will find out? A we will cover up this s, or we will erase this s and we will put s is equal to 0. So you will get 13 by 13, which is equal to 1 as a. So simply you are getting a equal to 1. Now we want to find out b. For find out b, what we will do? We will cover this term and we will put s is equal to minus 2 plus 3. So what you will get? You can substitute and you will get it as 1 plus half I. Now we want to find out c. For c, what we will do? We will cover term and we will put s is equal to minus 2 minus 3i, and we will simply get c equal to 1 minus half I. So this way you can simply find out what is the partial fraction even in the case of when complex factors are available in the denominator. Now we are going to the next one, that is the when quadratic factor in the denominator. So I will suggest in this kinds you use Heaviside cover-up method as well as clearing fraction method. The same example I am considering here also. This example you can partial fraction it like this also. A by s plus bs plus c divided by s square plus 4s plus. We want to find out a. How we can find out a? Like already we said, you have to cover this a or you have to erase this s, and we want to put s is equal to 0. You will get a equal to 1. Now we already know a. Now I will suggest you to go with the clearing fraction method. So what you will do? We are writing a equal to 1. Now you can cross multiply it and equate with the left side. So what you will get? You will get 3s square plus 5s plus 13 equal to s square plus 4s plus 13 plus bs square plus cs. On simplifying it, you will get 2s square plus s equal to bs square plus cs. So what is looking from here, you can simply understand b equal to 2 and c equal to 1. So the partial fraction expansion is like this. So I will suggest a term like coming like this with the quadratic denominator. Mostly in control system it is going to like this. That case you use the combination of clearing fraction as well as Heaviside cover-up method. Other than in any cases you use Heaviside cover-up method, you will get the partial fraction very easily. Thank you for listening my section.